What's going on, guys? G-Harp here. HCS is entering its record 4th year for Halo Infinite. And today, we're going to talk about all the exciting announcements that were just released. Let's get into it. Halo Studios just recently had their live stream where they went over the newest operation in the spring update, and with that we got a lot of news regarding HCS. If you're not aware, HCS is the Halo Championship Series. It's the esports variant of Halo. It's evolved from MLG to Arena Gaming to a menagerie of other names and organizations throughout the years, but HCS is the Microsoft-backed series that most players play on. It's where the big money is. It's supported by the studio themselves. So there's a lot that goes into HCS. Now, they've just released their newest roadmap to show you what's coming to the 2025 season, and boy, there is a lot going on. The first thing to discuss is that this is the first time that HCS has supported the same game for 4 years. Now, this may not seem like much, but it is a big departure from years past, where HCS has only been throughout so many years of each game. Halo 5 was only 3, so we're getting an additional year this year, which is really, really awesome. So it's from all the support of the community that we're able to see this. So this is really, really nice that Microsoft, Halo Studios still values this, and the community is really appreciative of this. But to kick things off this year for HCS, we have the HCS Open Series. So if you're not aware, the HCS Open Series happens before each event. It's from regions, so each region plays North America, Europe, Mexico, Australia, New Zealand. They play for points, and then those points translate into placements for the first HCS event. These are held every weekend before the event. So the first HCS Open kicks off on March 1st to the 2nd. So we're going to see a lot of gameplay up in that time. These are all series before the event. So we're going to get Road to Arlington, Road to Dallas, Road to Salt Lake City, and then an additional one for the Faze event, which we'll touch on later. So you can just kind of think before each event, you're going to get a lot of the gameplay. You're going to have a lot of the big teams fighting for placements, fighting to make sure they're in first place, second place, third place, so they don't have to go through the brackets like they normally would have to do. So there's going to be a lot of good gameplay coming out. There's going to be a lot of big time names being played. You should see all of the top teams. You should see your SSG, your Faze, your Optic. All those teams should be playing each week. So it's going to be a lot of Halo action coming up here, which is fantastic. Now, with that said, it's probably not actually the most exciting thing this year at the beginning of HCS. For the first time, we're getting a invitational event put on by Faze Kason. So Kason is evidently a very big fan of Halo, so he decided to put on a $50,000 event that's invite only. The teams that are being invited to this are Faze, Optic, Space Station, and Shopify Rebellion. So you're getting the cream of the crop of teams, shall we say, and probably the teams that are going to be in the running to win most of the events this year. So should be a very interesting event. A lot of big name players. You're going to get your Formal, Lucid, Stellar, all the big names you could think of are going to be there. Should be very exciting. So that kicks off the year with a bang. And then from there, we're right into the first event, which is HCS Arlington. So HCS Arlington is being hosted by Optic Gaming, probably the biggest name in HCS for sure. The event is going to be taking place on April 18th to the 20th in Arlington, Texas, with a $250,000 prize pool. So should be a great event. You're going to see the Halo Infinite FFA return. You're also going to get some open bracket action and some additional side events that they're going to be peppering in here. Esports Engine is putting it together as they typically do for these events. So Optic always puts on a great show. This is going to be no different. Last year's was fantastic, so big things to come for the first event. The Open Series, like I said, is coming before it, so you'll get the Open Series leading directly into the first event, which is the Optic Major. From Arlington, we actually stay in Texas for the next event, which will be Dreamhack Dallas. Now, Dreamhack, as most people I'm sure are aware, is a gigantic LAN. Lots of different games are going to be there. Very exciting. Halo was there previously, but this is the first time in many years that they will be back and sharing a stage at Dreamhack. So this will be a big event for us and for the HCS. It'll be very interesting to see how it all plays out, given that it won't be the main event. One of the cool things, though, is that Dreamhack will also be hosting Call of Duty. So you're going to get the old MLG Call of Duty Halo crossover once again. A lot of people cross back and forth. You can see Shotzi maybe showing up for the Halo events and Formal maybe going over to the COD events to see what's going on. So you're going to get a lot of that cool interplay with some of the pros that have been really, really good at both games. So this is going to be a great event. It's, again, May 23rd to the 25th. So Dreamhack Dallas, going to be a great one. Definitely worthwhile to go see. There's going to be another open 4v4. After that, it's to Salt Lake City for the SSG Major. Now, SSG has been known to put on some absolutely epic events. From what I've heard from the pros, it's one of their favorite events all year. SSG puts on a great show. This is going to be no different. Again, August 1st to the 3rd at the Salt Palace. It's going to be a $250,000 prize pool like all the other tournaments, so a lot of money at stake, side tournaments, 4v4 play, everything that you would expect. So should be a great event. SSG, like I said, always puts on a great time. It's a great viewing experience too. Crowds into it. It's a good one to definitely tune into and go see. So if you're in the area, definitely check that one out as well. And then we have the Faze Major. So this one is still to be decided. They're still working out the details. Nothing's really known about the date or the city quite yet. They said on the live stream that they're going to be looking at the most popular and requested cities to see if they can make it work. So more to come on that soon. Faze is definitely going to be sponsoring it, though. They did a great event before, so nothing to say they won't do another great event. This is going to be another $250,000 prize pool. It's going to be early fall. Look for more details as we kind of get into the season more. You know, in the next couple months, probably they'll have more information on this event that'll be out there. But again, another one to look forward to. Really, really great stuff there. And then we have the World Championships for 2025. World Championships is the Mecca. It's in Seattle. It's where you'd expect it to be for Halo and Microsoft. It's going to be from October 24th to the 26th. It's going to be a $1 million prize pool, so $1 million at stake. A lot of money on the line here. This is always one of the best events of the year, if not the best. A lot of crowd participation, a lot of cool side events that are going on. They did mention that they're going to be having more things that are not necessarily tied to competitive play, so there'll be some cool feature stations, some cosplay, things like that for all Halo fans to come to. This is the event where I could see something being announced for the next Halo that's coming out. A lot of things are kind of pointing that direction, but I would not be surprised this year if we see something at the World Championship, if not prior to that, maybe, about the next Halo or where they're going with this. It just seems like such a golden opportunity. We're probably going to get some indication throughout these tournaments of the way that Microsoft is planning to take Halo. So should be very interesting. It's a lot of money on the line. Going to be a really, really great gameplay. Tune into this one. This is always a great one to see. The numbers are generally pretty good on Twitch and YouTube for this, so definitely tune in. It's going to be some great gameplay. I'll also put a list of the full open schedule and all the timelines here on the screen now. Pause it if you want to take a look at it. This should be all the events that they've released so far and the time frames around those. So definitely take a look at these and join in. Come to the events if you can. It's going to be great fun. It's always a good time. So those are the events, but let's talk about what we're actually going to be playing this year. So this year is a little bit different, that we're removing some modes and we're adding some modes on. So in the addeds column, adding on to what's already been into the play pool, we're going to be adding Origin Slayer, which is the new Coliseum remake. Origin CTF, again, Coliseum remake. It's the first time we're going to be seeing that. Aquarius, Neutral Bomb Assault. So Assault's coming back on this patch. I have a video up here that you can watch about new changes that have come with the latest patch. But Aquarius is going to be seeing some Assault Neutral Bomb. Should be interesting. First time we're going to be seeing it. Fortress Neutral Bomb. So Fortress, one of the newer maps in HCS that with kind of the medieval theme. That's getting a Neutral Bomb Assault as well. And for the removal, we're actually taking out Empyrean, which is Pit CTF, and Fortress Slayer. Rest in peace, Pit. Wish it didn't have to be this way. Wish it was still a game type that we were playing, because it is a fun map, but such is life. We will move on. Along with these changes, again, I have another video on the changes up here that's happening to The sandbox, go take a look at that. But there's a lot of changes like decreased strafe. Weapon and grenades are functioning a little bit differently than normal. Power-ups are a little bit in different places, and there's some new jumps that are going to be added too, which is going to be cool for this year. It's something different that they've done before, but go take a look at that one. A lot of cool changes that we're going to be seeing, maybe some meta shifts on these game types. It'll be interesting to see. And last but certainly not least, we need to talk about the teams in HCS this year. So if you're not aware, there are certain teams that are partnered with Microsoft and Halo Studios, which basically means they get their own armor set, they have some cool graphics that you can buy, they get some money from splits from Halo Studios for what they sell and all those types of things. So it's a good partnership for these bigger organizations. So partnered types of teams that you would know: Optic, SSG, Cloud9, Faze. Those are the ones that have been there. Complexity, they've been there in HCS for years. We're actually losing two. So we're losing Quadrant and Sentinels. They are now done with Halo Studios and Halo Infinite for the time being. Not saying they'll never come back, but for the time being, they are gone. But with losing two, we actually gained two really cool partners. So the biggest one, and one you've probably seen from other huge esports games, is TSM. So TSM is coming in. This will be the first time for, I think, for a long time that we've had TSM, if ever, into Halo. So this is going to be a great partnership. They're very, very big in other esports areas, so great to have them on board. And another partner team is Shopify Rebellion. So Shopify was a great team last year. They had a lot of great players. This year, they changed their roster a little bit, and now they're officially partnered with HCS. So great to have them on board. They've already done an outstanding job with their team and with supporting Halo. So great to see them be a part of the program. And with that, you should be seeing new armors and new effects and things like that in the shop for all these teams as you want to support them. They do look really cool. Some of the Optic ones and SSG ones for me are some of my favorites, but they do look cool if you want to go take a look. But that's it for the big changes here for HCS. A lot of exciting stuff on the way. A lot of different teams, a lot of different players with different teammates this year. Some cool stuff coming. So definitely tune in. Look out for the events. Tune in to their Twitch, to their YouTube. Check out the highlights. Find the pros. There's a lot of cool gameplay, cool people out there to follow. So definitely check those guys out. But for now, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, do all that. Catch you in the next one.